Why, hello. I'm Maris. This is GamerQuest. This is Astrotour VR. This is a fun little space game. I'd consider it more of an educational game. So as you can see, we're taking a look. There's our size comparisons. Beautiful moon statue. My lovely lab. Mission control, I guess you could say. So this, I really didn't play around with this too much before I did this. This is a 3D printer. Now, as you can see, it only does one line at a time. So, you know, that's a great throw. So let me look at my beautiful heart, because I love you guys. And look at that luxurious heart. And incredible piece of artwork. How can you say no to that? It looks more like a pretzel. It makes me hungry. So I figured we'd check out some planets, which is what this lovely VR fun thing is about. Look at our lovely little Earth here. Really cool when you grab those in person. Like, this is VR. So we're going to take a look at the farthest planet first, which would be Uranus right now. So, here's the first portion of every game. Well, besides throwing things off the desk. So we're registering astronauts, pretty much. I'm a little thirsty. Let's have a cup of coffee. I'm feeling a little peakish. I'm fading out, petering out towards the end of the day. Worked very hard getting those 4 astronauts. So here we are going to control this nice little cart and gas up our little ship here. So now the approving of the astronauts, the gassing up of the machine, and the ship, and we're going to drive the ship. Those are pretty much all the same. Oh, and the launching of the ship too. How cool is this? So we need to launch the ship, so we need to get it, as close as possible. Preferably 0.0. Bam. Look at that. That was flawless. Yay. Alright, so heading on to the spaceship. The spaceship driving reminds me of the gummy ship in Kingdom Hearts on PlayStation. It also reminds me, for some odd reason, of, I want to call it the Midnight Express in Harry Potter, that double stacker bus. That's just crazy. But this is pretty cool. Now, if you miss one of these targets, it does restart you. There's no game over that I found in this. If you had like a younger kid that wants to start out in VR, like, there is a challenge to some of this stuff that's being done, but I think this would be a great game, especially for like younger individuals or just starting out on VR. So there's some planetary information. How cool is that? So I'm leaning forward looking out the glass here, or virtual glass. My lovely little ship. Obviously you can see we have some light flare because of the positioning of the sun. And as you saw before, all of the planets do show planetary information. So, just the basics, but still, how big its orbit is, how far away it is, the size of the planet, just your basic rundown of the stats that you need to know. And here we are proving I'm not doing a very good job. I wish office life was like it is in VR games, where like you get pissed off at your keyboard and you just throw it across the room and it's fine. That's the way office life should be. Ugh. I'm looking for the other sheep under there. There we go. Fell behind. Good job. That's what office life is really like. Like, you just want to throw stuff. So here we are attempting to gas up. I've gotten pretty good with controlling this guy. I feel that... I shouldn't... I spoke too soon. I feel that I have a good grasp of driving this guy. So again, all these sequences are the same for every planet you go to. If you miss this countdown, it just restarts at a 10 for you again until you get it right. Again, there's no game over in this. It's pretty much, you just keep working at it until you get it. Nothing is overly hard. You know, I had a problem with this at first. Everything else I got until I got to driving this vehicle. I had a tough time at first with the vehicle figuring out the controls. Now that I have it, you can see it's not a problem to drive. Now, also these drive-through gates, I guess you could say. The patterns to me didn't look up. Here we go. There's one that I missed right there, just to show you just the reset where you don't do anything. The patterns I found aren't the same in each of them, so I'm thinking these are actually procedurally generated because I didn't... Every time I went through some of these, they were definitely different. And as you can see, we're out of the atmosphere now into black space. We're getting there. Look at my little friend. Have another cup of coffee. You know, feeling a little sluggish. Jupiter. So as you can see again, we've got diameter, gravity. Damn, 2.5 Gs of gravity. Good lord. You can also see that they have drawn in the storm, the nice big red spot that's on there. Those asteroids are right around you. It's a very, very cool environment because you're stepping out into this glass bubble from where you're standing. It's very TIE Fighter. I think it's the TIE Fighter that has this front. Have some more coffee, just dumping it over my head, you know, doing marathon spacing. Instead of water, I'm dumping coffee on my head. I was impressed with the popcorn though. I'm definitely impressed with the way things work as they float. In this, that popcorn is definitely very cool. My personally favorite planet, Saturn. The planet of death. I've always loved Saturn. I like how that lights that guy up. Like, why can't that be normal? Like, you know, you need to just get a little rage out, so you throw your desk lamp at your neighbor. Perfectly healthy office, office actions. Make a sport of it. It's like dodgeball, dodge lamp. Make sure they're plugged in, though. You definitely, you know, you want to keep the stakes high. Me doing the DDP diamond thing there. The diamond cutter move. So here we go, are gassing up again. Excelente! So far, we've been flawless on this. Very proud of myself, I do have to say. Bam. On to Saturn. See you on the spaceship. Here goes our crazy bus again. Our double-decker Harry Potter bus. Even the music reminds me of it. Why the long faces? If you've ever watched that movie that has it, the shrunken head is hilarious. He's amazing. I want one of them that talks to me. Boo. So here's Saturn's information. So again, this is one that we cannot land on. Now after this, we are heading to planets we can land on, which is going to be Mars and the Moon. So let's take a closer look. Look at that beautiful planet right there. I'm taking a closer look. Really cool little environment. I do have to say, I did like the environment. I'm trying to get it through the door. I got that one through the door. So this is, I'm right-handed, mind you. Look at the lovely, amazing. So accurate. Now let me switch to my left hand, in which I throw my grenades in Half-Life Alyx with, in VR. And we're going to see a totally different accuracy. Bam, look at that. That's too much Half-Life Alyx right there.
Hey, there's my guy. Welcome back.
Alright, so now the next two planets we're going to go on have activities on their surfaces. So we're going to do the one activity. There's a choice of two. We're going to do the one activity on Mars, and then we will do the other activity on the Moon. Again, it's the same process, approving the astronauts.
Don't you feel great? An astronaut has been registered.
Super duper.
Great.
Great.
Has been registered. Don't you feel good job?
Okay.
Natural on one, eh? Let's move to the hangar.
Off to the hangar to gas up. We just wrecking everything.
I'll be seeing you.
Bam! Perfection.
See you in the spaceship.
All right. So here we go, flying again.
Great job, Earthling.
Great job, Earthling. So now here's Mars. First we're going to come in for a look. there's our information about Mars. My lovely hands to show you. Mars, lovely. The red planet. Leaning forward in the glass to cut the windowsills out again. Alright, so now I'm going to press this button and we're going to go down to the surface. The first task is to get the lunar lander down. So as you see, we're going to grab this joystick that's in front of me, guide it down. My computer assistant is trying to whisper sweet nothings in my ear. So, we're going to do the remote control on this planet. So after landing that, we can take control of him, our little rover here, and we're going to collect these samples. Uh-oh. Martians. All you have to do is grab the gun. It fires on its own for you. Nah, ain't that the truth? So I'm a little stuck at the moment here. We can get out. There we go. We persevered. One thing I would have liked to have seen in collecting these samples, because we'll be collecting samples on the moon too, I would like maybe they'll add it later down the road, even though this is a full release right now, where you go to the planet, you gather the samples, and then maybe you can bring it back to the lab and test it and learn a little bit more about the planet or its composition. I think, like I said, I think this game would be really good as like an educational slash kind of sort of first foray into VR. So here we go to the moon. You can see there's puzzles. They're not hard to understand. Like, I believe someone having like their first experience or early experiences in VR, this would be a great option. Practicing good office etiquette there again. Just throwing that over my shoulder. Good job.
Let's move to the hangar.
Now, I also know this game comes with a single license. You could buy it yourself, or it does come, you can purchase a commercial license on Steam. So this most likely is geared towards something like that, or maybe like if a library has a VR setup for people to experience VR and things like that, this might be a good, good little option for them. The environment's beautiful, even though it's this low poly. Again, I'm going to sound like a brokered record, but sometimes the flat screen that you're watching it on right now doesn't necessarily do the environment justice to what you're in because you're in the environment. It's a much different feel. So far, so good. We have two more. Can we make it through this? Looks like we're gonna.
Great job, Earthling!
Yay! My co-pilot who's doing nothing but sitting there. Ah, the moon. Look how cool this is. I leaned forward for this. So we're going to pull up actually kind of sort of next to Earth, so I'm waving at us. Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody on Earth. Hi, moonlings, extraterrestrials. Hi, Earth. Some little clouds there. It's a lovely sunny day on Earth. Everything's looking beautiful and calm from space. Our Earth is so beautiful. So here we're going to go down. Now we're going to guide the lunar lander down again.
Wow. Amazing view, isn't it? I can't get enough of it. I'm so happy to get to see it with you. My darling. Whoa, I'm sorry. That was unprofessional. You see, I used to have a pet. Now, choose the type of...
Alright, so now we're going to the other type of collection vehicle where we're going to drive it with our little co-pilot here. So obviously you can see we're on a little rover, and now it's the same style control, the single joystick control where you push forward to move forward, back, you know, down to go backwards, and then either one of the sides to rotate like on, like a tank, like that. So driving along here, as you can see, I'm just watching where our stuff is. The little motor noises. Cruising along, slowly but surely. We just need one more. There it is. I'm hoping besides like being able to do maybe some like science on the rocks, maybe they'll add a few more like expedition or exploratory things. So there we go. That's been all the planets that we can take a look at in this. Now, these are, I would call these like size comparison. You can see they have the storm on Uranus, and they also have, there is a little bit of a graphical glitch with the large thing, and I noticed that's on the planet as well. If you go back to the planet, you'll see it. But these are cool to compare the sizes. There's our lovely little planet Earth again, but you can hold them up against each other and see. Really pretty cool. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you all later. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching the video. If you liked it, subscribe to the channel. If you'd like to donate, go to gamerquest.tv/donate, and I will see you on the next video.